Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So what I'm going to do is recreate one of my old looks that I have posted on this channel. But first I'm going to film another video of me doing like my base, since in that video my base is already done. So let's come back with my full base done. Okay, as I was saying, for the eye look, we're going to go back into the Juvia's Place Zulu palette. I'm just going to continue patting on that yellow shade that we were talking about before. And now we're going to blend it out with the same brush, no extra product added, and just start going in circular motions and also a windshield wipers. You got to do both, circle and then move. Because if you don't do the circle and you just go back and forth, it's going to be really messy. You're going to flick product onto your nose or flick it onto your temples, and you don't want that. So you want to do both, and very gently. Don't hold the brush up here. I made that mistake when I first started and was like putting too much pressure. Hold it from the end of the brush. Let me see what I did next.
Greenish blue shade.
Okay. So next I went into this like greenish blue shade, and I'm going to be using the AOA Studios E128 brush. Just go into that teal shade, and then it shows that I just kind of pack it on. So I pack a little bit on here and then kind of blend it into the yellow. If that yellow kind of gets lost a little bit, go back in with the brush. Again, not added product, but just kind of blend that teal out. And add a little bit more yellow. Why I did it like this, I have no idea. Ooh, homegirl just went back in with concealer over this lid that has too much product. We're not doing that. We're not kicking up the eyes. My eyes are super sensitive nowadays. Probably for doing shit like that. So what I'm going to do is go in with the AOA Studios Magic Makeup Remover Sticks. And what they are is they're little Q-tips. So you just pop one out. They're individually wrapped. Right? So you just pop one out. There's a little blue line at the end of this side. You just snap it, and all the product that's in here will start to go to this end of the Q-tip where you snapped it, and it's just magical like makeup remover. Like, it has micellar water in there. What I'm gonna do is cut my crease real quick and remove that product before we add the concealer back on there. We're only doing a half cut crease anyhow, so don't need to remove a ton. And then with the other side, the dry side, I'm just going to go in and take off any of that extra micellar water that could be on there, that could react with the concealer in a bad way. Much cleaner, very much more demure. So for the concealer to go on the base, I'm going to use the Lancome Tint Idole Ultra Longwear Concealer in the shade Bisque Warm. Sorry, it's in 250. And just a teeny dot. Like, that was probably even too much. Now with this little flat gemmed brush that I got from, again, TJ Maxx, I'm just going to go in and spread out that concealer and actually form that like cut crease shape. And just like that.
Setting spray.
Okay, so next it says that we're going in with this like green shade here. And I'm using a fluffier brush. I just feel like it's going to look better than the little thin ass brush that I used before. But I did say that I went in with some setting spray, so again, I'm going to go in with this one. I'm just going to kind of spray out, not to wet my surface. Just a little bit. I sprayed a lot in that video. That's not needed. We don't need to spray that much. Not wasting product here. So it said I said that I just tapped it on the center towards my outer corner. Just add a little bit more. And more focus it towards the center. Like so. Next, I went in with the same brush, I might add, that blue shimmer shade. And I went ahead and repeated that process, just sprayed with setting spray. And this one focused on the inner portion of my eye. And just very slightly blended it in with the green. Now, I didn't do this in the video, but I'm losing part of that teal that was there, so I'm going to go back in with that same AOA Studios E128 brush and go back in with that teal shade a bit, just for this outer corner, and kind of drag it up a little bit. Because again, don't want to lose that yellow like we did before in the other video. But we do want to blend out those harsh edges of the cut crease. In the video, I used another palette from LA Colors. I don't have that palette. I couldn't find it before filming this video. But basically what I did was I just used a like white shimmer shade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with the Beauty Creations My Little Pony palette. And just grab this like white eyeshadow shade. Ooh, not that brush. With a flat like packer brush. And this one is the Morphe M421 brush. And just put a teeny bit in my inner corner. I put a ton in there and it looked very unblended, very much a mess. You just start with a little bit and blend it up if you want it more intense. But that is one eye all done. Let me go ahead and do the other and then I'll be right back. Okay, so next I noticed that I went in with a darker blue. Again, I don't have the exact palette that I'm using, but I'm going to go ahead and use the same one that we've been using. And that's not blue, that's actually purple. You know what? I'm going to go in with the Morphe X Coca-Cola palette. The JK. With the Revolution X The Simpsons, the Tree House of Terror one. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with this blue shade. Why I did this, I don't have any clue because it doesn't match the look that we're doing, but I did it back then, so I'm doing it now. Just tapping off that excess because this is a really dark blue. Just smudging it, and I only do it halfway. Why only halfway? I really, honestly, like, just couldn't explain it to you. And that blue shade was called Bearded Lady, by the way. Again, only halfway, and then the other color I used was that same a light blue shade that we put on the lid. So just gonna go back in with that blue shade. and just fill in the rest of the under eye. Now that we look like a raccoon, what I did next was apply some lashes, and to be honest, I don't normally wear regular lashes anymore. I do like the little clusters, but since I'm only wearing this for today, and I don't sleep with my makeup on anymore, I'm just going to go ahead and go in with these little like Shein lashes that I use, and just, you know, rewear the pair that I used a few days ago. Because we're very mindful. We're not wasteful. We don't waste products. You know, we reuse the same lashes over and over again. Back then I used the Kiss lashes in the style Flirty, I believe. But like I said, these ones are Shein ones. I'm just going to go ahead and put some lash glue on the lid a bit. I find that it helps it stay better, especially when my eyes are super watery like they are today. And then also glue on the lash band itself. I know they probably don't recommend this, but I do it on the days that my eyes are super, super watery, and I can tell just with my left one, it already looks like I want to cry, so I don't want to cry off these lashes and waste all this time that I did on this look, especially since I'm about to go out for the day and run some errands and grab lunch. So I want it to at least look decent until I get home, and then I can, you know, shower and wash my face and everything. I don't normally wear mascara anymore, however, back then I did, so I'm going to be using their Real Magnet Benefit Mascara just to coat a teeny bit on my lashes. Back then I coated them on, like, globbed them on. I don't do that anymore, so just a tiny, tiny bit to help blend my lashes with the false ones. Like, that's it. I also wore like a super dark purple lip. I'm not doing that today. I have a new lip set that I want to try. So we're going to see which one we think looks best. So I have this Glamlite Strawberry Shortcake one that we'll swatch the shades for. And then I also have this Glamlite Friday the 13th one. But because I think this one is red, let me just double check. I don't think this one will fit with the look that I have. Oh no, it's not. It's a nude. So let me go ahead and apply my lashes and we'll be back to do the lips. Okay, lashes are on, and I went ahead and like tight lined my waterline with some black eyeliner from Benefit. It was the Bang eyeliner. So now we're gonna see, sorry, I had to sneeze, which lip kit that we want to use. This is the Friday the 13th. Oh. Okay. Anyways, back to our scheduled content. This is the lip liner. I actually really like that. It's like more of a mauvey brown. And then this is the lip bullet. I don't even think I want to swatch the other one just yet. I'm going to go ahead and use this Friday the 13th one. So I just kind of overlined my lips just a little bit. So for my top lip, I kind of round out my cupid's bow. I don't like emphasizing it. So that's where I kind of overline it a little bit. And then down the sides, I just kind of follow the natural shape of my lips. I don't want it to look too much, like not like a Bratz doll, like very natural, like I said. Just not until I get the desired lip size that I want. Same thing for the bottom. I just go a little bit in the center, like that, and then just follow the natural lip line up. And then very lightly I fill in like the lip creases there, like in here, because I found like the lip looks really weird whenever it's not filled in there. It just doesn't sit right. I'm gonna go back in with the lip liner just a little bit to kind of help blend out those edges that the lipstick kind of covered up. And then for any of the parts that kind of just get out of line, I'll just go in with a dry Q-tip and just clean it up ever so slightly. That there is the finished look. Thanks for watching today's video. This is the finished look. Now I'm just gonna change and get ready to go about my day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like and subscribe down below. Till then, we'll see you in the next one.
You said I can't trust in